you'll clearly begin to understand why it is the moment you start breaching that third dimensional barrier and you start advancing forward and moving out of that cocoon of madness and that cavern of insanity by continually repeating the same patterns of behavior but yet expecting a different outcome, that the moment you start breaching these confines and cordoned off areas and barricades and borders and boundaries and all these limitations, as soon as you start to break those, the darkness is going to kick in turbo super hyperdrive by flooding you with everything that once was your weakness, your addiction, your obsession, infatuation, your compulsion, anything it can do to get you to stumble and fall again. By this, I mean the moment you start to align with your higher self, the lower self is going to say, oh, no way. We're not going to allow this one to get away. We're going to do everything we can. What do? Well, let's use what we did in the past, and everything that worked then should work now. Addiction to porn, sex, drugs, whatever it is. They're going to prey on your past trauma, all of it. They're going to throw experiences at you that are going to try to set you off, to lower your vibration, to get you angry, to get you distracted, to get you upset, to get you fired up and aggravated and throw you out of alignment with the path that you're currently on. But don't blame the darkness because it's coming from God. There isn't a devil out there conspiring to get you in the darkness. That's garbage. God is the creator of all things. Religion tells you that there's the devil and Satan and heaven and hell and your spiritual warfare and your enemies are out to get you. That's all garbage. That's nonsense. That's just polarization and duality 101. It's junk. Everything is one, everything is source. And it's for your benefit, whether you realize it or not, that right before you breach that barrier and you open that barricade that's been blocking you because you've been blocking yourself, right as you're at the moment, the precipice of that happening, it's all going to come rushing back to you. The addictions, the obsessions, the obsessive compulsive behaviors, habitual self-destructive tendencies, your infatuation with whatever it is, preoccupied, overly concerned with, transfixed upon, whatever, anything that held you down in the past. Perhaps you used to be dating somebody that was bad for you, but you just couldn't break the habit of being with them. Perhaps it's drugs or sex or pornography or God knows what. Who knows? Maybe it's an addiction to playing violent video games or sitting and vegetating, watching Netflix all day long and doing nothing with your life. Who knows? I don't know, but the darkness is going to be in full effect by preventing you from leaving that door. And they know that you won't come back. But if in the event that you do break that thing, they're still going to try and latch onto you by, come on, why don't you watch porn again? Come on, just to take a drag off that cigarette. Just a sip off the bottle. Come on, just a little sip of beer. No harm, no foul, right? Anything to get you to fall and stay down. So you understand something. It is not a tragedy to fall in life because we all fall. Okay? It is not a tragedy to fall in life. The tragedy is when you, my friend, refuse to get back up and rise. That's the tragedy. So you could feel sorry for yourself and have a pity party down there. It ain't gonna do no good. Complaining, whining, moaning, groping, grinding, all that. It does no good, man. You're only feeding that very beast that has tripped you down and is going to force you to stay down in the first place. It doesn't do any good. And I'm speaking from experience, blaming God, blaming others, getting angry, cursing, arguing with yourself, being disgusted that you allowed yourself to be in that position, all of it. I've run the entire gamut of emotions and feelings and excuses and reasons and excuses and problems and this, and it's all the same. These are tools that serve to just knock you out of the game. You weren't put here to fit in and drift and eke your way through life and be ordinary, average, and normal. I mean, what is that anyway? You weren't here to sit in a comfort zone and rot and wait till your grave opens up and you get dumped into it. You're here to fulfill things. If not, you're coming back. So I'm just saying, you have the power to change anything you want, and you have the power to transmute anything you want. So when you feel that darkness start tugging on you again, man, trying to, hey, no, don't go out that door. Stay here with us. You know us. This is where it's familiar and normal and safe. This is your comfort zone. Don't leave because you don't know what's out there. That's what they're going to do. And then if you don't listen, they're going to start bombarding you with all your addictions are going to come back. All of these feelings and emotions are going to well up from your past. Anything that held you down and held you back and kept you chained to that density, they're going to just throw at you the whole onslaught. You're going to get hit lock, stock, and barrel. And even everything in the kitchen sink is going to get dumped on you. Don't fall for it. Be better than it. Rise, shine, and be a new you, not the former version, because that person can't come with you. Take the lessons that they taught you, but don't take the person themselves, because they got to stay buried in the past where they belong. Straight truth. Peace be with you.